It's Week 11 of the NFL. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' sure-handed tight end. He had a nice showing in last week's contest, 112 yards. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
As that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Joseph. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
On third and short, they'll try option left. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knocked the ball carrier for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Griffin.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And his kick here is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile cornerback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw. Trying to improvise. Got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Knight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. It's Wilkins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They'll drop to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Over the middle, complete. It's Knight. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's Griffin on the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And a tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Back to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Landry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2nd and 1. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Knight. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first two quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Now back to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Raiders now set to get the football back.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, It's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And now here come the Raiders.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second and 5. Caught here by Griffin. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To about the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the option play now to the left. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards, grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffin.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back to throw here. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Knight. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. They run a draw here on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Joseph. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They're going to look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Griffin. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. That's complete right around the 8.
Holding. Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, Now you're talking about a really big swing.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 20, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Wilkins. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now back to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay a 12-point game.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
So the Raiders now down by 12, and time a huge factor. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. A pass there over the middle to start things out.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
2nd and 3. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Broncos, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.